Thank you, thank you. The simple answer is yes. All right, copy. I don't know if we're live already or not. Copy all, and I think they're going to do like some sort of open. I've been working with TOC. Those guys are amazing down there. We're going to make this work. One way or another, we're going to make this work. And not in regards to. Regard. But, so basically, the fire is basically has reached its peak. It's not going anywhere. It's run its run. Yeah. It was a beautiful shot. That was artwork. And I know we just back up on Facebook Live. I'm not sure if you guys just saw what Vinny did there just a few moments ago, but it really was amazing. If you did see it, you guys are blessed. If you didn't see it, maybe you can rewind it. Yeah, they were like saying, the Peanut Gallery was saying basically your loss if you didn't see it. But if it's on the web, you should go back and look at it. It was a beautiful shot of one of the firefighting aircraft basically flying the length of the smoke plume all the way up to the top of the. Is that the foot of the fire or the head of the fire? Head of the fire? The foot of the fire is where it started. So yeah, so it flew its way over to the head of the fire and did an amazing drop out there. It was the lighting, the colors. It really was spectacular, and he did a fantastic job. Also tactically a fantastic job. He went long, picked it up a little bit, let the wind pick up the load, the FOS check, and made that drop. So. Something else that we're noticing that we'll probably talk about when we do a live hit here eventually, I'm not sure if we're going to do Fox 11 or if we're going to do the News Now, which is a Fox internet station. I don't know. I don't know if I'm good with the internet. I'm scared. I don't know about that crowd. But at any rate, we're noticing that the winds have lightened up, which is great news. We heard them talking about the air quality on one of the hits, and they were talking about how it wasn't so bad. And it depends where you are. That's really what it is. I mean, if you're standing right there in that shot where you're not in the smoke, the air quality is fantastic. If you're at John Wayne Airport, we had chunks of ash literally blowing into the aircraft when we opened up the door. So, air quality is basically, it depends upon where you are and how you're affected by this fire. What fire is this? So now, this is Santiago Canyon, and that's Silverado Canyon. No, Santiago Mountains, and that's Silverado Canyon. That's what I was getting schooled with on the internet earlier on, and I try to read I try to read what you guys write, and you guys are correct. I did say it wrong. These are the Santiago Canyon. I mean, Santiago Mountains with the Silverado Canyon area. So at any rate, that's where we are. That's where this fire is burning. Mandatory evacuation started around 10 o'clock last night. A house fire spread into the brush and created this 3,000 acre plus fire out here. Mandatory evacuations for some of the homes down in the Santiago. No, it would be the Silverado Canyon area. It would be in the Silverado Canyon area. See how complicated this is? You think this is an easy job. At any rate. So we're keeping an eye on the active flames, which is becoming less and less and less, which is great news. There's a second fire. It's called the airport fire. Somebody was saying that is not the Corona Airport. That's Chino Airport. No, Chino Airport is farther up. There is a Chino Airport, but it is far. There you go. That's way up there. There you go, Vinny. So that's Chino Airport. And the airport that the fire is behind is the Corona Airport, right off the 91 near the 71. Now, the 71 was closed. I'm not sure if it still is closed because of blowing smoke across the roadway, which totally makes sense. There is a lot of acreage burning down there. Marshlands, wetlands, not really sure how to word that, but it's a difficult firefight for firefighters. Right now, they are down there. What they're doing, how they're managing that fire, we're going to make our way over there, take a look, take a gander, as it would be, and figure it out on our own. Right now, though, we are directly over the bonfire. A lot of other folks were just on the same page as me. They were hearing bonfire, but it is bonfire. So. Keep those gloves on, man.
Anybody up on 13600 bonfire? All right, just checking in. I haven't heard air attack anybody. TV11's on top of the TFR. It's 8,000. Okay, all right. And well, we're on top, and our eyes are wide open. Thank you. Uh, 8,000 for 11. Okay, 3025, I assume 8,000 works for you? Okay, all right, no problem, appreciate it, thank you. Yeah, just checking in, we're on top at 8,000 or whatever altitude works for you. 3022 or 25? All right, 25 it is, thanks, Kilo.
What'd they say? Go away? Gonna have to wing it, no prompter. Portion of the, maybe that's where it started. Maybe it started over there. Yeah, that might have been this. Oh, really? It started right there. Huh. Surprised they don't have crime tape around it to figure out what started it. That whole place is a crime. Well, see? They are doing stuff. They are fighting it from the air. There they are. There they are. Oh, yeah. And that doesn't look too marshy. That looks like no marsh. Maybe it won't. No, we're staying here till they tell us to go over to the aviation fire. Airport fire. Airport fire. Was that the name of the gun or the name of the place? Ah, see. And the 71 still closed. Thank you, Vinny. The amazing camera work from Vinny Mac, and brought to you by Cineflex and some sort of Sony, probably a Sony 1500. The lens is a Fuji. No, it's an Ikegami. Ikegami. Is it an Ikegami lens or a Fuji lens? It's not the 42 short. Sounds like my shirt size. Oh yeah, that's not the short. Yeah, it's the straight 42. One iconic name. Everybody else is smart? What are you trying to say? What are you trying to say? Where are you going? But Jessica definitely, you know, I living in there when there's a fire, you just got to bail as soon as there's a fire. I mean, look at that. It's one road. Is it two ways? Can you go the? Oh, this is. That's some scary stuff. Oh, that's horrible. And I just look at this stuff, and I wonder if they're not allowed to build on the hillsides, or those are all grandfathered in homes or something. Because they're only down on the low down there. Nobody's got anything up high. I'm sure people are making jokes about being on the down low now. Put the Fozjek right there, and he's saying, where is he? Or maybe he was just practicing. Oh, just checking wind direction? Geez, I'm getting a contact high from your Red Bull. You got to make all your reports really fast now, your position reports. It's tricky to rock around. All right, we're getting close to the 9:30 hour. Don't know about news now. News now. Stu, why are you looking at your phone? You don't have any internet. I'm just making sure. They're a 24-hour Fox News station called News Now. I'm not sure if they have a channel, but they're definitely online. Uh-oh. One little ember. Hey, TOC, definitely appreciate any and all of the help, but we're rolling up on the 9:30 hour. Just letting you guys know. I'm in the blind. I don't want him to take us. Well, I want him to take us. I want him to take us, but I want to know that. Copy all, 2 minutes. For Mario, copy all. Yeah, I think we're doing a News Now or thing at 9:30, but maybe not. I'm not sure. Oh, did you leave a number on the voicemail? Okay. Sweet. I like that shot, Vinny. It shows how the winds have changed. Thank you. Right. Yeah, the airport fire seems to be burning itself out. I wonder if they did a digital model. Yes, I can. Mike, is that you? Hey. Awesome, thank you. Mike, thanks for that intro. I'm just telling you guys that we're looking at, this is going to be in the Silverado Canyon area. This is part of the Santiago Canyon mountain range. And what you're looking at right there is the result of a house fire that started around 10 o'clock last night. Now that house fire clearly got into the brush out here and created what you were talking about. Thousands of people evacuated out here, and then of course thousands of acres of brush that are burning. Now you have the Orange County Fire Authority down there, over 500 firefighters on the ground battling these flames, but now you also have the Forest Service out here as well. You had some Phos-Chek dropping aircraft, Phos-Chek being that flame retardant that you see, that red stuff that comes out of the back of the aircraft. They've been out here dropping these lines, but the big problem this morning, or in the evening as well, was the winds. We had crazy high winds out here, and that was what was causing all this extreme spread rate of the fire. Now Vinny's our cameraman, he's just showing us that's going to be the head of the fire. That's the farthest point where that fire has made its way up that hillside. As we get a little bit wider and kind of pan over, you can actually see the differences in the winds and the erratic wind behavior. In some spots, winds are blowing pretty hard, keeping it kind of flat, but then in other spots very close by, almost no wind, and that smoke is basically going straight up in the air. Now firefighters have a difficult task out here to keep these flames in check, but they've been doing amazing work. No structures, besides the one that started this fire, no structures have been lost. So they are down there, they're in that smoke, in those canyon areas. You can't really see it, but there's a lot of homes down there. And they are down there, and they are doing what's called structure protection. We see them down there with their hose lines every now and then. That's one of the firefighting aircraft. That's going to be a C-130. They'll be coming around here shortly doing another line on that head of the fire. But this firefight definitely continuing. Over 3,000 acres have burned, and this fire continues to burn. Mike? Well, this year is much like any of the other years that we've been having. We have a lot of fires out here almost every year. This year it seems to be in more in areas where it's very, very populated, especially down here in Southern California. This is an Orange County area. This is the second time we had a fire in this general location, and it is very, very close to a major population. A major population right there, as Vinny kind of showed part of it, but he's watching one of those aircraft. And what happens is this smoke basically starts bellowing down into these neighborhoods. In that smoke is embers, and that's what causes the possible problem of spot fires. But it also creates air quality issues, immense air quality issues. Skyfox landed for fuel just before we went live with you guys, and we were about 15 miles away from the fire. And when we landed at the airport, opening up the door, chunks of ash, literally chunks of ash, were coming inside the aircraft. And you just have to imagine all these folks down there in these neighborhoods, Mission Viejo being one of them, Foothill Ranch, just to name a couple, and Mission Viejo, they're all down there. They're all getting hammered by a lot of this really heavy smoke and poor air quality. Copy all, thank you. No, he's going to do it as soon as we're off air. That's what's going to happen. Yep, he's right there. Thank you, man. I really appreciate it. You think? Where's he dropping then? Oh, he did. Right by the homes. And nobody can feel that. I wish there was a way. Remember back on the old Fleurs, you could like shut off or you could lock it down, and then you would, when the aircraft would move, it would move with the aircraft. Go ahead. Go ahead. Oh, sorry. Copy all. Another 20, 30 minutes. What is it? Let's just say 30 minutes. Oh. Keep them flying. You know, something could change. A house could catch fire. Right now, we're the only ones here. This would be an exclusive. Yeah. Not with those guys down there. Oh, it was. I'm sorry. It wasn't a. Somebody somewhere will write an angry email with all caps, I'm sure. Well, they repurposed that almost for the same job. Well, it's probably because it's near the structures. That's what they're, you know that. They're coming back to do more? It was. And it was one after another. Oh, I thought Michaela was going to correct me on the Orion. I just want to make a correction. Stu called that C-130, that Orion is C-130. Oh, I thought that was a post. That's a firefighter. Yeah. First I thought it was a post. Oh, there's two firefighters. No, is it two firefighters? Yeah, it's huge, isn't it? Of course, somebody's watching on Facebook Live and saying, why is this reporter laughing? This is so tragic. And they have no idea that there's other stuff going. Yes, I'm laughing at the pilot and not his piloting abilities. His commentary. Well, I'm just imagining right now, if you will, reading the comments, and somebody's probably writing about how The dark smoke is probably structures burning over there, and that's bad. And white smoke is good. In this case, no, I don't want to go over there. But in this case, dark smoke is probably just oil-based plants. A lot of plants that have oils in them. There is always a possibility. Poison oak would be an oil-based plant, but it also, it could be a structure, but I really doubt it. They would be talking about structure protection, and they would be going nuts. That's probably just a different type of vegetation that's burning over there. Probably pretty dense also for it to pop up like that. One of the things that you can really tell by this picture is that the fire where we were earlier on is really starting to slow down, and that the winds are changing dramatically out here. There's you can see the ground in this one spot. Earlier on, we couldn't see the ground at all. The hot spots over here, they're becoming less and less due to the efforts of the over 500 firefighters down there on the ground, and then of course the aerial assets have arrived now. So you can see the huge difference. And then also, this is also part of a previous burn. They were talking about that earlier in the morning. And previous burn means that the vegetation is probably already gone in most of this parts. Vinny's pushing into a spot that we were watching earlier on at the very beginning of this Facebook piece that we were doing, and they were dropping Phos-Check lines right there. And the first guy did a nice drop right along the ridge line to the end. And then the second guy basically went high and wide and did let the wind pick it up and drop onto the area that's burning down there. So that's going to be the head of the fire. This is the area, the most tip of the progress of the fire, and but it's basically come to an apex. It's not going anywhere. It's at the top of the hill. That's one of the spots where they basically put their heels in and say, this is where we're going to stop this fire, especially with the winds right now, keeping the embers going the other direction. So it is starting there. I'm sure we're going to start hearing containment numbers probably by this afternoon. And you can, let me turn that stuff down. There you go. But anyways, you can see the smoke a lot thinner. That means a lot less fire, a lot less wind. But there's another spot really starting to kick up over there closer to Irvine Lake. If you guys are just joining in, and I saw a lot of where is this, where is this, where is this, where is this? This is in Orange County. We're going to be at Silverado Canyon area is where we're at. The Silverado Canyon area. Yeah, a little offshoot, right? Yeah. Oh, you know what? They wanted better footage of the airport fire. Let me find out if we can go do that. Hey, assignment desk. You have a second for your helicopter? There was discussion about us flying and taking a better look at the airport fire. Would you like us to do that now? Anything for you guys. Anything for you guys. You're welcome. Well, if we go into John, yeah. Oh, I don't think we're going wall to wall on this. We're definitely not. They're not talking about it now. Oh, I don't know about that. Yeah. All right, I'll let them know. I'll let them know as soon as the show ends, which is 15 minutes. Yeah. Food being the key word there. Vinny and I are going to go take the Bentley crew car, go get a salad. We're going to eat healthy. No, well, we could. I could. I'd pull that off. We'll walk back to the airport. Yeah. just a nice, was a nice plateau of vegetation. Wow, something big is picking up in the reservoir. Chinook. That looks like some fun flying. They're doing a great job out there. That's that fancy new Chinook, isn't it? Where they got the all the support vehicles that are painted like it. You know, Helenet should take a just you know get an idea from that. Why? Because you guys are all going to have the same branding. Yeah. You guys are going to have to wear all this. You have to look all the same. I know. Right. Not acceptable. What was it? Who? I'm not going to say the name of it. I remember who it was now, but I was talking to some deputies, and they were complaining about how, you know, management is they get caught up in this political stuff like that means nothing. You know, like they had like this whole big push that all the uniforms are the same tan, because some were like a little more sand, some were a little darker, you know, and it was like this whole thing that they all had to look alike and how much money they spent. Well, but still, I mean, it's like a little off, and nobody's gonna. Somebody talking at us? Oh no. Oh, I'm sorry. No. I'm sorry that you had, you know, you stooped so low. I'm joking. You don't. Okay. Make it quick though, right? And you're gonna cue me though, right? You're gonna be like, go. All right, cool. We're here. We're doing a out of the break. Stu and Skyfox. Look at this big fire. Back to you. Yeah, I believe it. Yeah, but I'm sure they got guys on the ground too. He's just hitting the hot spots, right? Up, here we go. We could have started there. What's this area called? Oh, the aircraft? Bum ba da dum bum ba da dum. Another BA? Yep. Oh. Ooh, was that a farm down there? Vinny, can you just push in real quick? It looks like it was orchards. No, no, yeah. What's burning? Was that a farm or is those? Oh no, it's just shrubs or oak trees or something. Never mind. Sorry. I could I could see my mom watching this right now, and I don't know. I could see my mom just being like, "Oh, let me go get some ornaments." Yeah. She's like, Udo, Udo, go find those ornaments. There's the DC-10. Just crossing over, is that Corona? I know. He's still like 15 minutes out. I care. I care. I'm a caring individual. Ooh, big ball of fire. Right there. Yeah, you're right by the airport. Yep. But it's all, is that where the dozer was working earlier? Or is that just a dirt road? No. Yeah, it was off of a road. Yeah. It's embarrassing. No, sir, it's not embarrassing. Nobody's going to know about this. What? Stu just said it. Base.